If you want to get booked as a DJ, it's important to be present online. It's very beneficial for you if your Instagram includes photos of yourself, maybe footage of you mixing, playing out, posting some music related content, music recommendation, digging music or reels in the top posts of your Instagram feed, because those will have greater reach. And it will most likely be one of the first things that a booker or a promoter will click on when they go to your profile. If this snippet is doing its job right, it will work as bait and perhaps get the booker to click on the link in your bio, which can lead to your uploaded mixtape on one of the cloud platforms.
It is really important to practice, practice, practice. And how do you practice best? For me, it was by recording mixes. Don't be shy to show anybody your mixes. I would recommend you go on SoundCloud right now and you create a profile for yourself. You have to be your biggest fan, kind of, and like not just go over and listen to your stuff over and over again, but also like put out your stuff, like show it to people and over again, you know. Once you put out your mixes, I feel like you can now start to build your audience, like share everything you put out on Instagram or TikTok. How do you do that? For example, I would always recommend, because people have really small attention spans, and they don't always click on every link. So you have to make it easy and available for people to consume the content that you put out, right? So maybe film yourself while DJing, and then you have like small snippets that you can put on social media so people get like a teaser, an idea of what your sound is like. Don't wait for it to be perfect, because honestly it will never be 100% perfect. It's still like this for me, even like 6 years into my DJing journey. So don't wait for it to be perfect, just put it out there and listen to your mixes like over and over again. That's what I did, to just like figure out, okay, where do I need to improve? And then you can also see like how you have already improved. And I think that's like a really crucial thing, to stay connected with your own skills and like with your own sound, and just give yourself also the space to develop.
In order to get your first bookings, I would recommend you to get familiar with the venues and the clubs and the various events in your area that you could see yourself playing at.
Really get out there and be keen and try and meet people. And also it's a good idea to have mixes on SoundCloud or things that you can also follow up with them. So aim to get their contacts if you're connecting with them, and then offer to send over your mix or whatever you might have to show them. Social media and branding are so important today, and good branding starts with yourself. Branding is made up of your press kit. In your press kit, you'll have press photos, biography, and probably your rider as well eventually. So how do you get good press shots? Well, you should be very comfortable in front of the camera and try and use a professional photographer, and wear something that represents you and your style and also your music. It's really important to have really cool, authentic shots and video content for your socials. How do you make sure that you get enough great content for your socials? Well, you can arrange photo shoots, and you can also just take lots of selfies and document as much as possible wherever you go. Especially at your gigs. Gigs are a really great opportunity to get amazing content, and I personally would encourage, if you can afford it, to try and get a videographer to each show. This videographer can capture you the whole time, and you don't have to ask your friends, hey, can you just record a video? And then they might accidentally miss the important part of your mix, and then that opportunity won't come again. So it's really important to get amazing video content, and you can put this out on all your channels. And it's not just about Instagram anymore. It's really, there are so many channels that you should be clued up on and you should post regularly on. Yes, I know it feels like a full-time job in itself, But if you want to stay current in today's market, you really need to pay attention to all of the channels, even ones like TikTok. On channels such as Instagram, sometimes it's difficult to